Heed well, listeners, for this world is darkness and pain. From the ice-capped mountains of Jotunheim to the untamed steppes in all their wild splendor. From shrouded Ophir, where dark creatures perform darker rites, to civilized lands like Argos and Zamar, where humans seek diversions, while their petty rulers wage endless war upon one another. The Stygian blackness of night encroaches from all sides, but some there are who stand against it. For revenge, for power, for bloodlust, or for principle. They bring their steel against this world. Throck of the wild barbarians, Arven of the Shadar Kai, Daro the Faceless One, and Raylan, the Promised One, Herald of Zalios. Against all they survey, these four will prevail. Or they will perish.
Welcome to Shadows of Archonia. Shout out to Canuck, our most loyal viewer at this time. He's been here every week.
Seriously.
Shout out to all our viewers, of course, but
especially
Canuck's our boy.
Especially our Canadian friend.
A Canadian friend, yes. Side note, I may be doing character portraits for Canucks group pretty soon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we'll see
It's
about
finally
that.
paying off.
We'll see. I have been approached. So, anyway, if you have never watched us before, you can tell by the words on your screen that we are Shadows of Archonia. This is our weekly 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game. We play making use of, well, it's way back there and I can't reach it because of all the cords on me, but making use of the Dark Arts Player's Companion. This is a third-party 5th edition supplement by a Reddit user named JonoMan3000. Check him out. Throw him some support if you can. He does a lot of free third-party content for D&D 5e. The Dark Arts Player's Companion is a whole book with new player races, new subclasses for every class in the player's handbook, new spells, new monsters, and 3 of our 4 player characters in this game make use of it in their builds. So if you see something in the game that you don't recognize the mechanics, like a spell or a class feature, and you don't know, like you know 5e, but you don't know what that is, it's probably from the Dark Arts Player's Companion, except for Oven's staff, which is my own design. But I think that's the only thing in this game that I homebrewed myself. Anyway, if you watched the beginning, our intro, you saw, you heard music by J-Man at OurMusicBox. Check him out at his YouTube channel, OurMusicBox. Lots of free music available to use in your creative projects. Also, someone's rattling paper or keys or dice or
Sorry,
something.
I'm moving
That's okay.
my laptop.
Anyway, it's just noisy because of microphones. Anyway, you know, if you're watching this at some point in the future, it's currently the time of COVID, and we are playing remotely. Usually, we're here in this room all together in person. But it's been...
The age of COVID.
What is it, like 8 weeks now? I've lost track how many times we've played this way, but it's been a while.
It's been a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So the voiceover that you heard in our introduction animation was by Alexander George M.S., another good friend of the show who lent his vocal talents to us and whom I am currently doing a character design for. And all of the artwork in the intro, all of that cool digital 3D art that you see is by me. And as you've heard me mention a couple times now, I do take commissions. So if you'd like to see your character or your party rendered in my style, hit me up. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram as Mighty Works Character Portraits, or you can find me on ArtStation under my real name, Steve Boshear. One of our players, Joshua, is currently just right now recovering from a blackout at his home. He is online now, but he's still getting his whole deal set up, and that's why we just have the picture of his character right there below where I am. That's Thruck. That's another piece of artwork by me. And let's see. There's the rest of it. So that's it for the announcements. Oh, no, it isn't. I always forget to mention our Discord. Everyone, check out our Discord. Whether you are on Twitch or YouTube, you will find a link to it below this video. And we're there all the time, and we love to talk to our viewers or people who are thinking about being viewers or people who used to be viewers. It's a nice little community there, and we're all friends. So come join us, check us out there. And yeah, so that's where we're at. And now, where are we at? Quick, who wants to do a recap?
I'm Joshua, and I'll be playing Thruck.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know, we
We're
got to
not
get
there
this
yet.
scripted. No, we actually passed it. I talked right through where we normally do that part. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Alan playing Raylan.
I am.
Carolyn playing Oven.
And Matt playing Darrow.
And everybody's here. Woo!
Yay!
We are
Welcome, Josh.
level 8, by the way.
Level
That's
8.
right.
And my character is a sorcerer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else you would like to share with the class?
Also a Asimar. I mean, they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know unless they had like a character thing right here that would say, you know.
Yeah, I know. I had some designed, but they don't fit in the remote streaming setup, and I haven't designed any new ones. And hopefully we won't be doing this too much longer, so maybe I never will. Anyway, Pretty Boy, one of our friends on the Discord and sometime viewer of the show, who gifted us that printout of the Dark Arts Player's Companion, today recommended something that I think is a great idea, doing recap videos for our show for new people to come in and not have to watch 40-odd episodes of backstory.
I like that.
Yeah, I think it's a great
would
idea.
help.
I think we're going to be doing it. Yeah, I'm going to script something, and I think we should all like read it, like each read our own parts, do maybe like a 4-minute video for each 6 episodes or wherever an arc ends. I think it's a cool
I'm
idea.
on board with that plan.
Yeah.
So would we do like a new one every 10 episodes or something?
Well, my thought is like we had like the beginning of the show through when you guys left the city of Zahir, and that's like an arc. Then there is another arc that's all the overland travel between Zahir and the horse trees, which would include the Olmsted stuff. And then there's another arc that's the entire time you're in the Untamed Steppes, which would include the time spent at the temple. Then the next one would be everything in Lethia, and then the 5th one would be where you guys are now, starting in Jotunheim.
And this is all just one season.
Yeah.
Well, because, I mean, you guys have had one goal this whole time. At least from very early on, maybe not the first few episodes, but from very early on, your goal has been to get to Jotunheim. So that's what makes me think there are sub-arcs within that, but this has all been about getting to Jotunheim and finding out what the deal is with this dead storm giant that two of you met
Yeah.
in the first episode. Like right now, this episode, we're still dealing with the first thing that happened in the entire game. So, yeah, one season. Anyway, to recap the recent stuff, you guys have reached Jotunheim. You scaled a high cliff coming up from the country of Lethia and visited the underground library where the stone giant keepers of past, present, and future gave you some cryptic information, and you heard a prophecy about the birth of Zaelin. And then you were escorted back to the surface, high up in the mountains of Jotunheim, where you were pointed up a slope, which took a couple days to travel. You fought several were creatures, including a werewolf frost giant, and made your way to the gates of the capital of Jotunheim. An entire giant defense force composed of several different types of giants came out to greet you, and you were all grabbed and taken inside, and that is where we left off last week. So all four of you have been grabbed by one giant or another, and you are now in their hands, being taken in. As the doors close behind you, these giant gates, which were invisible when closed originally, you see around you something that, had you not just come inside, you would never have guessed was an underground chamber. It is this gorgeous palatial city square, basically. There is a roof above it, obviously, because you're beneath the mountain peak. But the way the stone here is carved and everything is constructed is flawless. Even the stone giant city that you guys visited a couple episodes ago was beautiful. That was immaculate. But this is wrought with such skill and time put into it that, like I said, you wouldn't even believe that this was underground. You might think you were just in a courtyard if you didn't look up. There are marble floors. There are different kinds of stone tiling the pillars. There are buildings within the chamber, but everything is massively sized. And again, something you guys have noticed before is that the giants themselves come in a variety of sizes. They're all bigger than you, but they range anywhere from 15 to 24 feet high. And they come in different colors as well. The smallest ones, like the hill giants that you fought outside when you first came up the cliff, they're almost human colored in their skin tone. And then there are the stone giants, which are kind of a slate gray. And then there are, or blue, if you will. But then there are also larger creatures, larger giants that you haven't seen before. Some just maybe slightly larger than the stone giants, which are like red in their skin, and their hair is the color of flame. And then the even larger ones are like the frost giant that you met after you defeated him in werewolf form and brought him back. And by the time you get to that, you're like 20, 21 feet tall. And then there is another group of giants, even taller than those, who have skin that ranges from pink to purple. and they are not mingling with the crowds below. One of them is holding, I think, who was it? Throck and Oven got grabbed by this guy, and then Darrow and Raylan are being held by a fire giant. Remind me, Alan, I keep forgetting. I think you are currently in Raylan form. Is that correct?
Yeah, Raylan right now.
Okay. Excuse me. So all of you guys are inside, and when you come inside, you are placed on the ground. You are surrounded by literally hundreds of giants. The ones who are like actively
Stop that.
the ones who are like actively escorting the prisoners are maybe like 6, but this is a city that you've come in.
Did they put us down gently, or was it like a toss?
They put you down gently, but they are asking you to walk now. They are not bothering to disarm you, but you are still prisoners.
Okay.
And they
I'm also a reminder. I'm still in cat monk form.
Yes, I forgot. Yes. That is excellent. So you guys are basically marched through this square and down a corridor. From your perspective, everything here is massive. And even from the perspective of the smaller giants, some things are probably pretty massive. But for a frost giant or one of these bigger purple ones, these tunnels that you guys are walking through would be like the proportions of what a city street would be to a human. They're huge. They're probably 60 feet wide and 70 feet tall, even taller in some places. You guys are just basically going down a massive thoroughfare of giant kind until you find what looks like a prison. It is a building constructed within the cavern, and it is sized to be a prison for the smallest of the giants. So still much bigger than a prison that would be built for you guys, but it's the smallest prison they have, and you guys are all locked together in a cell. Now in here, the floor is, the stonework is not as impressive as outside. They clearly didn't put as much work into it. But you guys are not shackled or anything like that. You're just behind a very large locked stone door in a stone room.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to ask about bars.
Yeah, did we have our weapons still and everything?
You
They
all,
didn't take anything?
yeah, you have all your stuff. The giants seem supremely unconcerned with any threat you may pose.
Their mistake.
Yeah.
Just for logistical question, real quick. It's inside or under a mountain. Is it lit well in? Is it?
Yes,
What's
it
the
is.
lighting like overall?
It is lit very well. There are magical, or apparently magical, lights that float along the edges of the walls in the outer areas. In the cell that you're in, there is a window with bars about 20 feet off the ground. Would be a pretty small window for a hill giant, but for you guys, like 3 of you could probably fit through it. The 4th, not so much. If it weren't barred, but it is barred, so you can't go. And like I said, it's 20 feet off the ground, and all the light is coming in through that window. So this is the light from the lamps outside the prison. There is no light source in the room with you.
Not yet.
So what do you think they want with us?
Don't
Or would
know.
What do we want from them?
I mean, we told them. Didn't we show them the letter and everything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Letter. This
Did they say?
thing.
Did they say they did not believe us or something?
No, they just kind of grabbed.
We still have the pendant in the letter, correct? I don't remember if they took it or not.
We have everything.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
So I guess we should just wait.
Except for the letter, I think.
Yeah, they took
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
letter.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like if we try to break out, we would be ruining any chance of getting any information peacefully.
So
How
we break out.
dark is it in there?
It's dim lighting. You guys can see, but it's not like at daytime.
Raylan's just gonna go in the corner and try to stay warm for now.
I'm gonna the door for the lock. See what kind of lock it is, or if it could be open from the inside.
Okay.
Or
Roll
just
perception.
investigate, I guess.
Roll perception.
Or
on that.
perception.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is not very good.
Throck, do you have any
11.
11. You see nothing of use to you.
Okay.
do you have any sticks, Throck?
Do I have any sticks? Do I have any sticks? Well, let me see. Rummage through. There's definitely a sharpened stick that we got from
Yes.
Listen While You Work, Whittler Dude on the front porch. There's that. A little bit of trash sticks, probably. I think I have a spear somewhere.
Any of them will do, I think. All of them, in fact.
You gonna start a fire?
I sure am.
Wait. Okay.
Ventilation, is the window open?
Yeah, it's
barred
a
window.
barred window.
Oh, okay, yeah, you said that already.
Yeah.
Great.
I actually can't find the spear. I'm pretty sure it exists, though.
You sure you didn't throw it at somebody yet?
No,
Or
not.
give it to somebody.
Oh, that might have happened. Yeah, that could happen. I don't know.
You do tend to make sure everyone is equipped.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that image of you guys right there, of the four of you, that's more or less what this cell looks like. It's just bare stone with nothing in it, the little bit of light coming from the window high above you.
I also still have
Fantastic.
these little jars of junk. Some of them taste good, some of them don't.
You still have that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a few of them. Jeez.
Whoa.
One moment,
Wow.
guys.
You say that with surprise.
What is in those?
I thought you ate them all already.
Oh, no, not all of them. I gave one to that smelled like her at some point or something like that. One of them's this dark color, and this one's the other dark color, and this one's another dark color. One of them's a light color. Which as he's holding them up, you see a purple, you see you see light blue, dark blue, orange. Yeah. So there's a
All
few.
right, Raylan, you want to go ahead and identify those with that book of yours?
Oh yeah, and I have the book.
I mean, we'll see if it's in the
Meanwhile-
book.
I'm
We-
going to go ahead and light the sticks on fire.
All right.
for the record, we do know what they are. It's just Thruck's not gonna remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we identified them a while back.
You
Yeah.
have not identified all of them according to what I have
Oh no.
written here.
Yeah, that's right. There's at least one.
There are 2 that you never identified.
Oh, there is? Oh, okay.
There is an orange one, which you have already identified as a potion of fire breath.
Yes.
There's half of the light blue one, which you've already identified as the potion of radiant resistance. You also possess 1 purple one, which is not identified,
Right.
and half of a dark blue one, which is also not identified.
Oh, I have it written down. So
What was that?
I have it written down as poison.
Oh, well, maybe you identified it and I didn't update my notes.
But I don't know what kind of poison. It was I think that was Dark's love interest that told us,
Camilla.
oh, that's poison, and that's it, just off the cuff.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like something that probably
But
happened.
we don't really know what it actually does. Or
Yeah, there was a day when I got your character sheet out of the basket and wrote down all the crap you had. And
Good.
I probably haven't updated the list since then. So yeah.
No,
So
yeah, there's
you
Wait.
have a purple one which is not identified.
Yeah.
Wait, but we also have a potion of animal friendship,
Yes.
which is neither the light blue nor
that's
the
the-
orange.
That's the one that you have, though.
Yeah.
That's in your possession. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm currently huddled
So,
around
anyway.
the fire now, thinking of Camilla.
Yep.
I wonder how
Poison
she's.
potion.
I wonder how she's doing.
Better than we are, I'm sure.
You never know. She tends to get
Yeah.
into trouble.
I'm sitting close to the fire now, and I'm thinking of Freya. Oh,
Why?
What does your wizard have to say about that?
He's not talking
Yeah.
at the moment.
I'm
Okay.
I'm smelling that purple one. What is just for fun?
Okay. It smells like
I was picturing an otter pop for some reason.
It smells like grape.
Hmm.
it smells like a headache.
Yeah, I don't think this one would taste good.
Yeah. When you smell it, you get a headache.
Yeah. Ooh. Here you feeling that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't drink that.
Yeah, the purple one makes you dead.
Oh, I don't think it makes you dead.
Well, that.
I mean, it might make you dead, but I don't know.
I don't think I'm gonna try. I don't need a book to tell me that's gonna kill me.
Thruck, you can't read. You don't need a book at all.
Guess you're right.
Wish I could hear this conversation.
Never considered that. I don't even know what I just said.
Raylan,
Mm-hmm.
would you the purple bottle?
I mean, I can look at it and see if it's in the book anywhere.
Don't smell it. Don't smell it.
Roll.
Smell it, smell it, smell it.
If you're going to look through the book and try to identify the potion, I will have you roll an investigation check.
All right. And I'm going to be using the. I'm going to be using the D&D Beyond new and improved rolling system.
Oh,
that
the
they just
dice.
Put into
Yeah,
the
the
website.
dice.
Yeah.
Nice
So I'm
plug.
using the website.
Let's see how it actually works.
I played around with it. It worked fine, but I still like real dice.
Yeah. Me too.
I got 11.
See,
Okay.
should use real
That
dice.
is not great.
You are
Wow.
not able to say what kind of potion it is. You don't really have time to find out before the door to your cell is violently yanked open.
Is it Freya?
It
I
is
stand
not,
up
in
and
fact.
face the door.
This door, by the way, is a gigantic stone slab. And outside of it, crouching down in the doorway, is a heavily armored, reddish-brown skin, bright red-haired giant. And he leans in. He's also got a red beard. And he leans in and looks down and
Steve.
says, well, like me, but with darker skin and armor. And,
What?
Okay.
18 feet tall. But he leans down and looks in the room and says, which of you brought the symbol?
Look over at the rock.
I
Your
might
necklace.
have. Oh, the oh. You mean this?
His eyes go wide for a second, then he nods and he says, it is indeed the medallion of the King of Giants.
Okay, I think it's the medallion of cord, but whatever.
You four will come with me to the council.
Okay.
Ready?
That didn't take too long.
I guess hack the bags back up.
Hmm.
I'm sure we can leave the sticks.
Well, yeah. They're on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna mark that off.
So he's pretty impatient. You guys are gonna have to just shove what you can in the bags and go. He's not gonna wait for you to put out a fire and then put sticks in your bag.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, I'm already walking behind him.
All right. So he is leading you. You guys came down a slope to get here, but he is now leading you back up. And up much further, in fact, than the city square that you came into when you first passed through the gates from outside the mountain. As you go, the stone passageway around you gets larger and larger, wider and taller, and to the point where there's so much breeze blowing through the place that you don't even feel like you're underground at all. Until you reach a staircase which goes up. It's a giant-sized... What?
Right.
Yeah.
Before we get to the stairwell,
Yeah.
Brock wants to lean over to Raylan. Hey, what was the girl's name? Are they making us shrink?
What?
Yeah. I feel like I'm getting smaller.
Oh no! That's just this place, Throck.
Well, but I've seen you do. So it's not like when you get small and big and.
No, it's not like that, Throck. Don't worry, you're still big. You're still big.
When you say that, the fire giant leading you laughs. And when you reach this staircase, it is a giant-sized staircase. But it is usable by the smaller races of the giants. So it's designed actually to be usable by giants of any size. So the individual stairs are like 10 feet wide, and then the steps up are like 4 feet. So that way no matter how small or big you are, you can fit on it. So for you guys, it's a bit of a hop up each step, but you can make it. And eventually you get to the top and you see an enormous pair of doors, like 60, 70 feet high. And they look exactly like this. Where'd it go? This one. They look exactly like this.
Okay.
Except that they are perfectly sealed. They don't have that gap in the middle.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to get a little bit more light so you can see the design on them.
Oh, wow.
All right. Very cool.
You will recognize that symbol in the center as the same as what's on the medallion. It is a fist holding a lightning bolt.
Did you just make those?
I mean, not like just now, but yes. I made them for this, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
They look great.
Well done.
Thank you. And when you get there, the giant leading you stops and says,
I bump into the back of his leg. I was looking up at the door and I didn't notice.
says, if you are indeed the chosen, you will be able to open this door.
Again.
Why do people have such a hard time opening doors? Doc just walks up to the door and opens it.
It doesn't open when you push it.
Okay.
If you tried pulling it, Brock.
Pull. Oh, yeah, I mix that up sometimes. Okay, guys, pull the door.
Cool.
I was literally about to bless him just to give him an extra. It's like, oh, okay, well,
That's great.
guess you did it.
Well, you guys make it inside.
See a guy doing a T-pose next to the table?
Yep, he's welcoming you. Look, sometimes you get really expensive miniatures. Other times you go to the Dollar Tree and get out your paintbrush.
Yes.
So,
good.
here you are. This room is made of what appears to be stone that has been frozen over. You know, as you guys were coming up that staircase, it was getting colder and colder as you got
Why
higher
can't it
and
be
higher.
warm?
Well, you guys are fairly warm because you're near the fire giant, but he walks. That's him, by the way. He has walked in, and along with these other guys, is standing around the table. So we have the fire giant there. Guy with his arms out is a stone giant, like the ones you met before. How do I point to him? There he is. And that's a frost giant and a cloud giant, which is one of the purple pink ones that you guys saw down below. He holds a staff with on its top what appears to be the skull of a dragon. And they all just look at you.
And I look back.
Hi.
They look down at you.
Rock.
They look down at you, and the fire giant says, they carry with them the symbol of the king.
I carry the bags.
And also the symbol.
And also a symbol.
Sure. Yeah. All right.
Okay. So, the stone giant, the little guy with his arms out, steps forward and says, "Which of you little dreams carries the symbol?"
Point at Thrak.
Yeah, boy, I thought.
Thrak. It's you. You carry it.
It's right. It's right here. Yeah, I carry everything.
Okay.
You're not listening.
Okay, so you hold it up, and the cloud giant with the staff holds up the scroll that you guys brought,
Oh, my scroll.
and he looks at you now, Oven, and says, "This scroll was penned by the hand of our king."
Yep.
Mhm.
He's gonna set it on the table, and then pull out another one. "This scroll was likewise penned by our king.
Okay.
It is meet now that I should read it to you."
Okay.
He unrolls it and says, "Hark, listener, for you hear the penultimate prophecy of Nimir, last of the storm giants and king of giant kind. On this day, 22,000 years since the Lord of Storms cursed me with long life, that my race might not be extinct, I at last foresee my end." And at this part, you see all the giants kind of lower their eyes. And he continues, "Two shall hear my final breath, and though they shall be akin to man, man they shall not be. Two more shall join their cause, and all four shall fight for those who fear them. Should their journey bring them to Jotunheim, then this is my final command to the lords of the giants. He who returns the symbol of my power to Jotunheim shall be the heir to all my possessions."
Whoa.
Nice. King Thrak indeed.
Possessions?
Raylan says, "Does that make him the king?"
The cloud giant laughs, says, "No. You are the heir to Nimir's possessions, not to his kingship."
Okay, then what does he get? Raylan kind of looks around.
"The possessions of the last of the storm giant are not in Jotunheim."
What? Raylan says.
Somewhere warmer, I hope.
"Perhaps. Nimir
Wherever.
dwelt like all his kind once did when they lived, in a palace in the clouds, far above the land of Jotunheim."
Raylan's like, "Oh man." What
His-
are these possessions anyway?
They are in the palace. What the king owned was known only to the king. But we can take you to his home.
Oh yeah?
What about, is there more to this final command?
There is not.
I guess we.
Usius, cloud giant, lord of spies, am highest in the ordning now that Nimir has gone.
Man, Raylan says, "Do you think when you take us up there, when you bring us down, could you actually take us to what's that city we need to go back to, guys?
Zahir?
Zahir? Yeah.
The command of Nimir did not include any command that we help you. We know not who you are, except that 2 of you witnessed our king's death. However, you may earn our trust by aiding our people.
What can we do for you that you can't do for yourself?
The werewolves.
When you say that, Daro, the frost giant, this guy here, he kind of looks uncomfortable, and then he gets kind of angry, and he says, "Many of our people have been afflicted by a curse. My soldiers have been unable to track its source. It is affecting humans as well, humans from the lands below who come up here and join with the cursed giants. We do not know why, but the only humans found in Jotunheim are those so cursed. It is perhaps the case that the source of this mystery is something only a small person could discover."
So
Yeah,
we
I'm
need
not
to
sure
find
that's
those.
a compliment, but
So we need to find the source of those beast people we saw.
Seems to me like we need to find Abe again.
Seems to me like we need to find a small person.
We're the small people compared to them, Throck.
Do you know, Ray's gonna ask, do you know how these people become cursed?
We know that their curse is passed to those who survive their attacks. In some cases, when bitten, the curse is passed on.
Okay, so how many of us have been bitten, guys?
I think it was just you, right?
No, I saw them bite you too.
You guys have all been bitten.
Oh, I'm sure I've been bitten, but I mean, what's a bite? That's
Yeah. How to the giants? How does
Matt, you cut out. What was that?
I said, how does one know you've been cursed?
Those the fire giant will now speak. Those who have been so cursed will know in their soul that something tries to take control of them.
My soul feels fine.
Fury?
Yeah.
Does my soul feel like it's been bitten? Wait, is that what it is?
Throck, you've been bitten on every part of your body, but as far as I can tell, your soul is fine.
Okay. My soul says that it's fine.
Hold on, let me look around a little more.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, she's double checking.
Your soul is mostly dead ermine and a lightning bolt.
Okay, so there's a lightning bolt, and there's some dead and I think that's all that makes up my soul.
How does your soul feel, Avin?
Fine.
Don't you guys have like some sort of connection to souls and death and stuff, Oven?
Yeah. Which is why I say fine.
Could you, Avin, could you maybe check to see if one of our souls is bad?
You want me to check your soul?
Yeah.
Raylan! Raylan, it's me.
Yeah.
It's definitely you, Raylan.
Raylan says, "Shh, I still want her to check."
No, you don't need her to check. I can see it.
Shh.
It's right here. You've been cursed. It's currently fighting
Wait,
Zalios.
Shh.
Why are you shushing? What are you shushing so much?
Oh, no, it's nothing.
The giants are staring at you like you're an insane small idiot.
Hey, he was talking to himself too.
They don't
Close.
care. They're ignoring you. They're ignoring that. They're just staring at you.
It wasn't myself. It was eerie.
Oh, you know what I mean.
You
But yeah. So we gotta find the source, guys. How can
I'm
we
gonna
find the
go
source?
ahead and just poke at Raylan's head. Say, yeah. You seem to have a problem.
Really?
Is it his face?
Maybe
Yeah.
you should go. Maybe you should go deeper.
I mean,
Do you need this to go deeper? Hold out a dagger.
While you guys are rambling about that, this guy is going to walk over to Throck and hold out his hand. Going to bend down and hold out his hand.
Rock, he's
Like
doing
it-
the game.
In a
He's doing
fist or?
No,
He's
no.
doing the game. Throck.
Open palm. He's waiting for you to give him something.
The dagger?
What is your name, hairy human?
These guys really don't listen, do they?
He means you, Throck.
Oh, right. I am Throck.
Throck, bearer of the symbol of Nimir, give it to me.
Strongest I guess. Carrier of the thing that you want. Wait, what? You want this? The medallion.
He takes it from you.
I kind of like that.
And he holds
Yeah,
it. He holds it up. Well, he kind of holds it like this.
Yeah.
He says, "This was a gift of the thunder god himself to the race of giants. These many eons it has belonged to the storm giants, but with the fall of Nimir, no more storm giants live."
Contractually, didn't that letter say all of Namir's stuff goes to Throck?
He smiles and walks back over here and says, "The decree was, he who returns the symbol of my power to Jotunheim shall be the heir to all my possessions." And he gives it to the cloud giant. Says, "Usius is now king of Giant Ken. The decree of Nimir must stand, but all other decrees are his to make."
So I'm not getting that back.
Usius takes it, stretches it, like the chain actually grows longer, and then he puts it over his head and says, "This symbol belongs to the king of the giants. With the passing of my liege, that is now me. Thank you for returning the symbol of my office."
I mean, all right. Hey, say, you don't happen to have anything else with that little, with the lightning bolt, and it just that was really ooh ha ha. Got anything else that? Never mind.
He looks around. He's glancing around the room like you're an idiot because there's literally lightning bolts carved into every surface. Like,
Throck has not seen a one of them. I mean, I guess I could take the door.
Yeah, the door. You noticed the door for sure.
Yeah.
You walked right into it practically.
Yeah.
Do you have any leads or information on the origins of this curse?
The fire giant will say, he says, "I am Zook-Tu, Lord of Steel. My people have seen the cursed giants and humans more often than anyone in any other part of the cities. We believe the source of the curse, or perhaps a den of cursed creatures, is near to where our forges are."
Okay.
Oven, during all of this, having been given complete permission to poke around Raylan, has been sticking her fingers in his ears and prying his mouth open and looking at him. Just kind of like poking around at him.
All right.
Raylan allows this.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll investigation, Oven.
Hmm. 12.
Okay. So, you know the scars on Raylan's cheeks?
Mm-hmm.
And the one on his forehead?
Mm-hmm.
They have changed color.
Hmm.
When you guys first met Raylan, before you knew about Zelios, whenever Zelios would take control, those scars would glow a bright red. They are now inflamed red. Not glowing, but they're that color. Like, almost like they are recent wounds.
I'm going to go ahead.
How's it looking, Doc?
It's not looking great, and I'm going to poke at your forehead. This probably shouldn't look like this.
When Raylan, when she pokes your forehead scar, you hear Zelios go, "Ah, stop it!"
So Raylan says under his breath, "So that's what that does."
And Oven kind of does this with his cheeks and is like, "These probably shouldn't look like this."
Oh.
Kind of does one of these things.
That doesn't do it. It's just the logo.
Yeah,
Well,
those don't look too good. They do not look like they normally look.
The cloud giant says, "You stand in the chamber of the lords of giant kind. From this room we rule what remains of our races. Why do you waste our time?"
Well, so
Just a couple. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, yeah. If you want to, I got a couple of. I don't know if it'll waste your time or not, but Go ahead.
Okay. couple more questions. One, has anybody recovered or been healed of the curse before?
No.
Great. So don't get cursed, guys. And number two, because I don't know. I don't yet know if he's cursed. Number two, where are your forges? And where's the den?
The fire giant, hold on, I keep forgetting his name. Zuktu says, "If you agree to look into this matter, I will take you to the forges. They are far below us,
What you guys think?
deep into the mountain."
Well, yeah, we should definitely fix this because that's the only way we're going to be able to get to the clouds for Throck's possessions. And also, one of us might be cursed. I'm looking at you, Daro, but it's probably not me, but probably you.
Raylan, it is definitely you.
Shh.
It's trying to bite me now. No, get away! Get away, dog! Get away!
Down, boy.
Raylan, if you don't get this thing under control, I'm going to have to fireball the inside of your head.
Raylan kind of laughs and says, "Man, I wonder how that would work."
How it would work.
I know what I said. Anyway, let's go to that forge.
Yeah. Whoa. Hang on. Yeah, so we go to the forge, and then we go to wherever that to do whatever with the sky thing that we're supposed to hair or something. Well, but then there's another thing. It's that somebody told me that we could come here for the one that's in here. I just want to do the right thing here. I don't know if you can help or if we need to go see a princess in another castle, or I don't know.
So the stone giant looks over at the cloud giant, Usius, and Usius says, "Lozar, see what this creature is talking about. Perhaps you can assist him." So this guy's going to walk up to you and put his hand on your head.
Oh, okay.
When he touches you, you feel like, it's hard to explain. You feel like walls of granite are sliding down inside your head. Like the whole thing, all of your thoughts are being walled off.
All two of them?
Yeah, like your whole inner life with all the dead bodies and everything is now inside. And then he takes his hand off of your head. Everything goes back to normal. He turns to his fellow giant lords and says, "There is another human living inside this one's head. I believe I can send the disembodied dream on to the next life, if that is what you wish, hairy one."
Now, see, there you go, Throck.
I mean,
Throck,
It's
Did-
yeah.
did he say he can send me to the queen?
Yeah.
When you hear her voice, the stone giant whips his head around and looks back at you. And then he does this motion. And everyone else also hears Erie's voice. So it repeats like an echo, and you all hear it with your real ears now. And he says, "Speak, dream girl. We can all hear you now."
And Erie's been on one crazy adventure.
Good to hear her voice again.
She says, "Oh my gosh, mistress, can you hear me?
I absolutely can.
Okay, can you tell Raylan that I hate him so much?"
I think he can hear you too.
"Oh, Raylan, guess what? I hate you so much."
Raylan pretends like he doesn't hear her. Do you guys hear something?
"He can't hear me, mistress. Can you tell him for me, please?"
Raylan, she hates you so much.
"Thank you."
You're welcome.
"Oh, so these are giants. They're so big."
Yeah.
Throck,
Right?
how come they're all bigger than the other giants that we saw?
Well, because okay, so what happened was we walked down this hallway and everybody else shrank.
Oh, hey,
So that's why they're bigger, is because everybody else is smaller, and I figured that out by myself.
hey, Giant King, guess what? Your old Giant King, he's in Throck's head, but he's dead.
That's probably true. Yep.
The giant looks confused by that. They all do.
There's a lot going on up there.
So Usius says to Lozar, "You can send this creature on to her rest?" To which Lozar nods. It says, Is that what you wish me to do, creature?"
Yeah, one, just really quick second here. Hey, Erie.
Yeah?
Enjoy all the colors.
I don't know that there are going to be that many colors.
Well,
But maybe there will. Mistress, are there a lot
Yes.
of colors?
There are so many colors, Erie.
I'll see you soon, buddy.
Okay, Throck. I had a really great time with you guys, and when I see the queen, I'll tell her that you guys are all great and she should be your friends.
Appreciate that, darling.
Except Raylan.
I was waiting for that. We'll
Raylan's
miss you,
still
kiddo.
looking.
Hey, loser. Do what you're gonna do.
So he has his hand still like this, and then he draws it back further and throws it on the ground, and this energy comes out of his hand, and Erie, like a translucent glowing image of Erie, stands in front of you guys for a moment, and her eyes roll back and turn black for a moment. And she says, "What?"
No, go ahead.
Her eyes roll back and turn black. And she says, she turns her head up and says to the room at large, "The Queen requires that the servants of Cord answer all the questions put to them by these four. I have the blessing of the Lord of Storms for this command. You will answer them, or you will lose his favor." The giants are like, "What the f-" And
Oven drops to a knee.
okay.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
No problem. And yeah, so Eerie then kind of like throws her arms out and explodes into a swirling cloud of ravens which fly upwards into the shadows and is gone.
Does that normally happen when you guys do this?
The fire giant says, "We have never done this before."
Renan says, "She's finally gone."
Seems like she couldn't get away from you fast enough.
And then the stone giant looks over at you, Raylan, and says, "There appear to be several others in there."
Oh, yeah.
We have quite a collection.
Who do you see in there, by the way?
There is a seer and a monster and a beast.
Huh?
There should only be two.
Are you sure that the monster is not a beast also? Can you check the type?
He looks at you like you're crazy and says, "You know what lives within you."
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. I think I have the curse. Just let you know.
Is it possible to pull out the curse like you did with Eerie? I can't believe you have the curse.
He says,
I mean,
"I believe I can remove the seer, but the curse is beyond my power. Helping those who have passed go on to where they are meant to be is one thing. Undoing an ancient chaos is another."
How long does it take for the curse to take effect? Or basically, how long until we have to kill him?
wait.
I said, beware the boy.
You can still bring me back. I mean, we took care of those other guys, and they went back to human form.
Sure, but you were the one that brought them back.
I thought, yeah, that, and I thought you revived him, and the giant guy still seemed to be convinced that he wasn't going to be a giant for very much longer.
True, but I'm just saying.
The frost giant says, "Those who are so cursed change from time to time. They may hide their affliction from others. But at night, when the moon is full, they change. And if they embrace the curse, they may change at other times as well. So far, all who have been found to have the curse have eventually given themselves over to it entirely."
So when's the next full moon?
Tomorrow
One
night.
question.
Wow.
And there's our time limit. Okay, next question would be, what are their weaknesses, if any?
I mean, we did fight them.
The
True.
fire giant will speak up and say, "Those under my command at the forge have learned that they are vulnerable to weapons of silver."
Silver. You don't have any silver weapons, Doc?
What's that rapier made out of?
Also, apparently wolves.
Not silver.
Do you have any silver weapons?
No.
I don't know. He finally stops looking up at the ceiling. I don't know if this is silver or not, but pulls out some swords. Pulls out a scimitar.
Well, they're certainly shiny.
Pulls out a Nori's cane.
Could have tossed that into the fire.
Oh, I guess that might be wood. Yeah. Sorry. Let's see. I don't know. There's a.
None of these seem very silver. Do you, giant friends, have access to any silver weapons that are in our size?
The fire giant says, "We could perhaps make some, but it would take several days."
All right. Well, then that's out of the question. Let's go to the forge.
Well, can we maybe lock Raylan into one of the prisons for the night?
And do experiments on him?
But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen until tomorrow night, though.
Right. So tomorrow.
Raylan, will you
I'm
let me speak, please?
Hold on, 1 second, guys. The old man wants to speak.
I would like to speak with the druid.
Raylan raises his hands and does the send message.
Okay. So, Avin, what you hear is, "According to my research, you will need to take Raylan with you if you plan to have any chance against these werewolves." You see, the thing is, they respond differently to one of their own kind. If you come across a great many of them, they may mob the rest of you, leaving only Raylan to save you.
Would they listen to Raylan?
I can tell you that they probably won't, but I can also tell you that if Raylan can retain control of his own will while he is changed, then he could be of great service. He has more experience retaining control of himself against outside influences than anyone else who has contracted this curse, I'm sure.
This is true.
This is true. Okay.
Yeah, so I should come. It's going to be fun. Let's go.
So we're taking a ticking time bomb. Wait, actually, hang on. That's not. So we're taking a trap with us to go possibly fight a whole den of werewolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Great. Let's go.
It'll probably be fine. Especially if we find some silver on the way.
It will indeed probably be fine.
Rod?
Yes. I assume you're just casting sending over and over.
Oh yeah, I am.
Is it possible? How do I put this? Is it possible to maybe help Raylan bind the curse?
Well, Zelios and I have been doing just that. It is why Raylan has been barely aware of the thing so far.
Excellent.
When the full moon comes, it is likely the two of us will lose control of the creature, but if Raylan's will is to aid us, perhaps the three of us together can dictate its actions.
What if you just keep beating?
I give you permission to throw some fireballs around in there.
What if you just keep beating on the thing while it's taking over?
Well, we describe ourselves as acting in the physical, but it's really a metaphysical space in here. And performing physical actions does not eventually, like, the sending spell runs out, like in mid-sentence, but he just keeps going. And
basically,
time is not our friend right now.
Yeah, basically he's saying we should get a move on.
Yeah. All right. Well, and then Oven points at the giants. We will probably have questions later. So we're going to be coming back.
All right. Okay, so the fire giant will now lead you guys down to the forges.
Where it is so much warmer.
It's a lot warmer there, yeah. This place is like, all the stone is like iced over in here. But when you go down, you actually find yourselves going very, very deep into the mountain, passing huge sections of Giant City on the way down to an area where there is actually like magma flowing through what looks like constructed channels for the magma into gigantic forges, which are worked by dozens and dozens of fire giants. And at that point, we are going to take our break, come back in 10 minutes, and we'll see what happens next. All right, so it's 9:54. We'll be back at 10:04.
Okay, let's do it.
Excellent.
All right, see everyone then. We're back. Welcome back, everyone. Let me turn this off because you guys aren't in this room anymore. Kind of sad you guys didn't pick a fight. Built this whole setup. Anyway,
I was trying to.
I know you were. I know. I appreciate it.
Always thinking about it.
Well, you guys have been led to this forge area, which, like I said, is fueled by magma from beneath the mountain itself. It is a lot of gigantic, like, open spaces around these perfectly symmetrical, octagonal forge spaces. And like I said, dozens of fire giants are there, all smithing away on these incredible giant-sized metal works that they are doing.
I am enjoying the warmth.
All right. It's starting to get a little bit too hot, in fact, as he is leading you through this area. But
I'm okay with that.
He then points down a side tunnel behind the forges and says, "This passage leads out of the mountain. There are some settlements out there, mostly of our small cousins, the hill giants. We have seen some of those cursed coming in from this way.
Okay.
Well, wish us luck.
So, for the ones that aren't cursed, I mean, we could take them too, but is there, like, do we say anything to make them not? Is it like
sit boy?
Yeah. If we say sit boy, we'll. I mean, because we can beat them up.
The fire
Don't worry,
giant. While you're talking, Throck, he just reaches his hand out and puts it over your mouth, which really your whole face, and he looks. He looks at Oven and says, "Have you any further questions?"
Yeah. Yeah. If we just say something like "sit boy," will it work?
I will be here if you need me. Good luck.
Thanks.
When he takes his hand away, who's the strongest man? You got to answer. Who's the strongest sir?
What is an
Just say him. It's what he is.
It's probably you.
Yeah, that's right. It is.
Do your people have an ordning?
We have a lot of things, and if we don't have it and we want it, we get it.
I understand.
Yep. We'll go take care of your problem now.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
All right.
So we just go straight down
Yeah.
this tunnel, and we'll run into something.
Yeah, he told you if you go down this tunnel, it will lead you outside, and that he believes that is where the cursed have been getting into the city.
We didn't ask for any weapons.
You were told that they don't have weapons in your size.
Oh, that's true.
It'll take a couple weeks.
Well, days, but still longer than you guys have before the full moon.
Cool.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm ready to
Yes, we are going forward.
Going forward.
All right. So you guys do go down the tunnel, and as you progress through it, it gets lower and lower and narrower and narrower. It never gets so narrow that you can't all walk abreast, but much narrower than the places that you've been. Until eventually, maybe a quarter mile ahead, you guys finally pass through a small door, which is guarded, but you are let out into what looks like a gigantic snow village. There are buildings made of frozen over wood. Some of them may in fact be made of ice. They are all, in giant size, and they are all inhabited by hill giants. In fact, as you come into what looks like a town square, all covered with snow and ice, you witness what looks like the end of a violent battle, where two hill giants are smashing the living crap out of about a dozen werewolves.
Excellent.
Are they winning?
Yeah, they're almost done.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess let's join the fray.
By the time you guys get there, it's over.
Oh, fine.
These hill giants turn around and look at you all. One looks at Throck and says, "Are you a werewolf?"
I am Throck.
Our companion is an man, not a werewolf.
Are you?
And,
He looks at the cat man now and says, "Are you a werewolf?"
Good question.
Have you seen a cat werewolf before?
What's a cat?
That.
And the other one turns to him and says, "Grux, like the saber-tooths, but little."
Yeah, the saber-tooths are little.
Oh, you came from the city, but you are human-sized things.
Yes.
Ish.
We were sent here on a journey to help cure this problem, gesturing to the werewolf bodies.
He stomps on one. Says, "This not problem."
Apparently, they keep coming.
Yeah, they do keep coming.
So we're supposed to go find out where they're coming from and stop them from coming.
The second one, who seems a little smarter, says, "My cousin Gork was a werewolf."
Was that the one we
Sorry
met?
for your loss.
Oh, I haven't lost him. I have him chained to a big boulder off in the woods.
Huh.
Oh.
Maybe he knows. Where they come
Maybe. Gork not very smart.
from. Can
Well,
we
me-
see
yeah.
your friend, cousin?
Okay. So, all these giants are coming out. They're looking at you like you're curiosities, just watching these tiny creatures wearing clothes, walking through their village. And this one that you've been speaking to just gestures for you to follow him and starts stomping off into the woods.
Let's go.
All right, so you guys enter really just maybe 400 yards down slope from this village that you're in is where the tree line is. And so you guys just have to go that far to get into where there are trees again. And yeah, he goes maybe a mile, and he doesn't really like slow down to wait for any of you. With his long legs, he inherently moves much faster. But you're able to keep up, and eventually he comes to a spot where there is a clearing of trees. And he looks around, turns in a circle, and looks back at this shattered boulder in the middle of the clearing and turns to you and says, "I lost Gork."
Damn.
Well, I think we know where they're coming from.
Sorry for your loss.
Okay. And he starts stomping back towards the village.
Are there any tracks that I can look for?
Roll perception or survival.
Doop, doop, doop. They're exactly the same. Doesn't matter. Cha. A whopping 13.
Well, they are whopping tracks, so you find them. They resemble in size the tracks of the giant who led you here, but not in shape.
Guys, there's tracks. I think we have to follow them.
Raylan, you hear, "Do you think he noticed those tracks on his own, or does he have a genius living in his head who pointed it out?"
I didn't make a joke. What are you laughing about?
You could seriously lay down in one of those.
oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. And Raylan starts walking where the tracks go.
Okay. So these tracks, they lead further into the woods, mostly downslope, until you come to an area where it looks like there's going to be another clearing. But I'm going to need you all. I'll need you all to roll perception.
13 again.
Okay.
9.
21. So close to a nat 20.
Raylan?
13.
Okay. Well, Oven, you see this clearing before the rest of your companions, and the thing that you notice about it is that it is not natural. It has apparently been created by clearing trees out of the way. You are maybe 70 yards back from it before you can see logs, not just logs, entire trees that have been ripped out of the ground and set in a circle, creating empty space in between them.
That's a trap.
The clearing is a trap?
That is not a natural clearing. You cannot tell me otherwise.
Yeah, once Oven points it out, you guys can all notice that this thing, because of the thickness of the forest, you didn't notice right away, but once she points it out, you can see these trees all laying on their side.
I still don't get it.
Well, I can send my shadow in and see what happens.
It's a good idea. Go for it.
I'm gonna make. I'm going to turn. I'm gonna change shape first into one of the werewolves that we saw in the past.
Hold on, I don't think you can.
Oh, can I not?
I believe that your feature only lets you turn into humanoids.
Is it not a humanoid? I pictured a humanoid.
I think it is a monstrosity, but I'm going to double check. I mean, it is roughly human shaped, but that doesn't make it a creature of the humanoid type.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it is a humanoid.
Hey!
Sick.
Okay.
Wouldn't have thought it.
So, yeah.
I would hope that you would warn us beforehand. Just meta
I'm gonna put
gaming.
some extra spice on it. I'm gonna be like, "Oh, guys, something's happening," and then I'm gonna change, and then I'm gonna turn to him and be like, "Just kidding."
You got me.
I got him.
Wait, hang on.
Rolling insight.
7 insight.
Also, for the record, you can mimic things that aren't humanoid. They just have to be your same general shape, like bipedal and stuff. So you have no trouble becoming this werewolf.
Wait, so does that mean that he could look like a skeleton?
We'll see. If that comes up, we'll see. Probably not.
Yeah.
Because I would, you know what, I would rule that making his skin and muscles disappear would be beyond the scope of just changing shape and color like, normal things would be.
Yeah. So now I'm this werewolf dude, and I'm gonna summon a shadow werewolf and send that shadow into the clearing, which I believe I have 120 feet of range on it. Yeah. Okay.
So your shadow is able to enter the clearing.
No, seems okay to my shadow, at least.
Your shadow is the shape of a werewolf.
Yeah, figured if other werewolves are around, they might want to say hi.
I don't think how Rod described that is how that works.
Okay. I'll go next. Then.
Okay.
Unless somebody else has a better idea.
No better ideas. I don't know. Can I polymorph into a werewolf?
So
No, that does have to be a beast.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually bring my shadow back and basically switch places with it, so we'll cross each other halfway, and
Okay. Well,
just so I have.
as you get to the edge of the clearing, you're going to have to climb over the downed tree to get in. And
Okay.
what you see within are a bunch of people. Some are in werewolf form, some are not. Those who are not are covered in animal skins and furs, and those who are just kind of sitting around. The area has been cleared of snow, and there are like little pits dug where there are some sleeping. But also, right in the middle of the place, there is what looks like the opening to a small cave. And then behind that is a giant, a hill giant, laying on the ground asleep.
Is it the same one we fought before and let go?
No. No, the one you fought before was a frost giant. The hill giants are the smaller kind.
Got it. Okay. Okay. If I'm not seen by anyone, I'm gonna sneak back and return to the
Oh
group.
no, you were seen. They all see you.
Oh. Cool.
They're not reacting because you look like one of them.
Awesome. Yeah. Then I'm gonna just skitter back to my friends here, and yeah, we found their camp. There's a lot of them, and some are in human form and some are in werewolf form, and there's a hill giant sleeping in a cave.
So we found Gork.
Oh yes, forgot about him.
Can you try talking to them?
I don't know languages. I just change shape. I mean, like, I don't know. I've never seen them really do anything except try to fight us. So I don't know exactly how their culture works. Like sniffing butts or something. Yeah, I don't know how to say hello in werewolf.
At this point,
How many?
Wait, sorry. When you say I don't know how their culture works, at your shadow, which is standing nearby, turns its head towards you and changes shape. It becomes the shape of a woman. And it turns fully towards you, Darrow, and says, "They have no culture."
Ha!
Nice. I'm just kind of like frozen for a second. And I look at you guys. Are you guys seeing that?
Mm-hmm.
You're not. No, you're not.
Oh, okay.
Only Darrow. And in fact, Darrow, as you look around, you see that your friends are frozen as though a moment in time has broken out.
Ooh.
And your shadow walks up to you. And as it approaches, its features resolve and color comes into it. And you realize that you are looking at Erathis.
Should I bow?
Are you saying that in character?
Yeah.
She smiles, but doesn't answer that, and says, These creatures are beings of chaos. Their curse is a manifestation of everything we stand against. The giants in their city have a fine culture. These lycanthropes have none. But it is not their fault. It is the chaos that infects them, as it infects the boy. Do this, champion. End this curse, and more power shall be yours.
Anything you want, goddess. Sorry, I'm not in a more pleasant form.
Champion, I chose you for your abilities. You need not apologize for using them.
Thank you, guys. Is there anything I need to know with dealing with this chaos?
She holds up her finger, reaches down and touches the sword.
Ooh.
And then she walks back over to where she was and changes back into a werewolf shadow, and time resumes.
Man.
Guys.
What? Yeah?
Arathis just visited me. She's very pretty.
Really?
And I wasn't prepared. I look terrible like this.
She literally looks like she's carved out of marble.
I mean, that's
How did she look?
Like a
like
walking
she was
statue.
carved out of marble.
Cool.
Don't give the boy ideas.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
You think I'm going to try to get with a goddess?
Yes, absolutely.
Not my god. This.
Could happen, I guess.
That'd be a good end to the series.
Yeah, not at level
told
8,
me-
guys. Not at level 8.
Can't sleep with goddesses at level 8.
20. I'll see you there at the wedding.
Yeah, you gotta pass a lot of really good checks.
Just really bump up, yeah.
Ridiculously high at
Like charisma and nothing else.
that point.
I have some decent charisma.
Yeah, but you're trying to marry a goddess at level 8.
She wanted us to end this curse for the sake of culture and society and important things.
Cool. So how do we do it?
I'm guessing something about the cave that I told you guys about.
All right.
Cool.
Did she give us any other hints or?
She said my sword will do something.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
she pointed at it.
She touched it.
She touched it.
Oh.
So she was pointing. She definitely touched my sword and nothing else.
Can I touch your sword?
Stop.
But she touched it.
There's a new ship.
Anyway, you take point. She touched your sword.
I feel like I can walk right past them. I don't know how to get you guys past them. And there was. Did I see how many there were? I mean, like a rough estimate.
Excuse me. What you could see outside was about 20, not counting the hill giant.
Cheese and rice.
So I don't think we could fight them head on. They don't, according to Arathis, they don't have culture. So I'm not sure how we would convince them to let us pass. Not that it's not impossible.
I mean, the don't have culture either, but if you dangle something really, really tasty like bacon, we're coming for it.
Do you have a chunk of bacon right now by any chance in your bags?
No, that's why I brought it up, because I want bacon.
I just hear
almost-
the voice of Han Solo, always thinking with your stomach.
How about
Throck almost had a really good idea.
I just want bacon.
trying to figure out how we can get how we can get in there. I mean, you can go in there first, as far as you can, and then come back and tell us what to expect.
No, I think Throck is onto something though. Maybe there is a way we can lure a lot of them or a good chunk of them out.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Maybe create a distraction.
Guys, the sun is starting to set.
Damn.
I
guess I can go
distract them by smashing their faces in.
I can go somewhere and howl and see if it draws them.
Yeah, try that.
I'm assuming that's how they draw each other together, maybe.
You guys are just standing there talking with him while he's shaped like a werewolf.
Yep, we sure are.
Not the weirdest thing you've ever done.
No, not at all.
Do they take prisoners? Should I just bring you guys back? I mean, you're cursed.
Yeah. That's true. You can just pretend we're prisoners. That could work. Really, the only person you have to take as a prisoner is Throck. Because I can just go into your shadow, and Oven can turn into a beast.
Like she could be a hamster?
Yeah, something like that. And she can just hide. And you can just take Throck as a prisoner.
Yeah, but would anybody believe it?
I mean, it worked for Chewbacca.
It worked for Chewbacca. Yeah, it did.
Who's Chewbacca? Ovid
Sorry,
asks.
That was not in character.
All right. Well, I'm gonna follow you. So Raylan turns into a shadow and gets into Daro's into Daro's shadow.
Oh.
See, already making moves on the goddess.
I mean, could I technically?
I am inside Daro's shadow right now.
So you're in my werewolf shadow.
Yeah.
How are you doing that? You're just standing in it?
No, with Umbra form. I use Umbra form.
Okay.
And I take up his shadow.
That's an interesting usage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So he has control over my shadow now.
Oh no,
no.
Not control.
You still control your shadow, but he is basically hiding inside it as another shadow.
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then, Oven, I guess you could just be a bird and fly in or something. And then
could be.
Rock.
I could be. Yes, I'm gonna do that.
Oven, I want to remind you that one of the differences between polymorph and wild shape is that when you polymorph, you take on all the stats of the creature you turn into, including intelligence.
Right. I was just gonna wild shape though.
Can you wild shape into a flying creature now?
Sure can.
All right.
Oh yeah. Which one?
I can do a raven.
Mosquito.
I can do a raven. Get myself up into a tree and attack from there.
You have never actually. You still haven't resummoned Braun, have you? So.
I have.
Did you? When did you do that? Oh, you did it that night. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, then you can turn into a raven and also have another raven with you.
Indeed.
Together, you're a murder.
All right, so
we're attempted murder.
So Daro's a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
Raylan is a shadow inside a shadow werewolf. Oven's a crow.
Raven.
Croven.
Or bigger.
Krogan.
Yeah.
Croven.
Throck is Throck.
Yeah.
Throg, you might have to leave your bags.
Maybe
What?
bury them somewhere. Just put them, like hide them by a tree. I don't know.
You can't be a prisoner and have a lot of bags.
Well, I don't really have a lot of experience being a prisoner, so I believe you. So we just, okay.
Wait, shit.
That was like a really bad idea somehow.
Leaving the bags here?
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's not. I just, I carry the bag, so.
Well, just see how it feels. See how light you feel without all the bags on right now.
Man. I'm expecting Throg to jump like 20 feet in the air right now.
He's like super strong all of a sudden.
Yeah.
No, Throck was so strong that the bags made no difference.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
So there you go.
Yep. There you go. I don't feel any different except, So, okay.
Awesome.
What do I do now?
I will hold your maul. And
Okay.
I don't think werewolves are very good at tying, so I'll just push you around. It'll be fun for me.
So when you push, do I push back?
No, you're a prisoner. You just have to take it.
Another good ship.
Let's
Wow.
let's try it out. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna give him a shove. And in case I have to roll, I got a.
Well, let's find
16.
out. Let's find out if you have to roll. What does Throck do?
Throg is just gonna stand there until he gets pushed. See if he can move me.
Okay, so 16 is your athletics, Daro?
No, that's strength. My athletic. Oh, that's also my athletics. Yep.
Throck?
Uh-huh.
Athletics?
Uh, 21.
It's like pushing a rock or a boulder. Just go with it.
Is this what you were looking for?
You're supposed to move.
Oh, okay. And Throg moves very quickly then in the direction that he's being pushed.
Okay.
So that
I'm gonna see if I fall.
Yeah, I'm imagining that.
What do you? I rolled a 19, so whatever I rolled, I'm sure I did.
Oh yeah.
I catch myself.
Yeah, you catch yourself. It was a dex save.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dex. That sounds like 25.
All right,
So
you
I'm
guys
not
are
like
moving.
So that's what happens, right? You pretend to push, and I pretend to move.
Good enough. We'll work with it.
Okay.
All right. All
Yep,
right.
let's do it.
I want to see something real quick.
So to be clear, Daro, you are holding the hammer?
If I can, yes.
You can.
Okay.
No, wait.
Like a Thor.
I
Thor's
forgot what
or
hammer
something.
it was. You actually,
Yeah.
you actually can't. When Throck lets go of it, it falls to the ground.
That's what I was wondering. All right. Throg,
Yeah.
can you carry this without looking like you're carrying a weapon?
Stealth check? Performance check?
No. The answer to his question is no.
No. No.
All right.
I mean, you can put it in like a thing on your back or something, but
That's what I was going to suggest.
Yeah.
Is there some way you can hang it on your back or?
Yeah, I can
Like
put it
under
on
the
a,
cloak.
and go like that, and
Great.
there you go.
Let's do that.
Okay.
I mean it's clearly visible. It's a big two-handed maul.
Well, we'll just have to see how smart these critters are.
All right.
Got it. You got this. No problem.
This isn't like Duke Nukem where you have 8, 9 weapons and you just put them in a pocket when you're not using them.
I understood that
I mean, it
reference.
kind of is.
They just disappear.
The pockets are just bags that are now on the ground.
Sure. All right, so are you guys moving to the clearing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm following Dara.
I am going to go ahead and perch on a tree branch in a tree that is still standing at the edge of the clearing.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my shadow take a more stealthy approach, like hiding behind trees and logs and things.
And I'm talking like a big branch, one that's going to be able to hold me when, I'm not a bird.
Okay.
18 on stealth.
Okay, you're fine. I mean, Raylan's fine. And so, Oven, you and Braun are up in a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Raylan, you are hiding behind a tree inside the werewolf shadow looking in.
Mm-hmm.
Darrow and Throck, how do you approach?
As close to the cave as we can get to.
The cave is
Before we
more or
hop over
less in the center of the clearing.
Oh, okay. In that case, just the way I originally went.
Okay. But I mean, in what manner do you approach?
Oh, he's in front of me and I'm shoving him.
Okay. Well,
And
eventually you get to the tree at the border and have to go over it.
Mm-hmm.
Who goes first? Throck?
Yeah.
I would hop up and then pretend to pull him up, even though he's gonna probably have to do most of it himself.
Throck, are you going up over the tree?
Wait, what are you doing?
Just come. We have to go through the camp to get to the cave.
You said you were gonna push.
Well, I had to go up first, so they didn't see you first.
Okay. You're smarter than I am, so let's do this.
I'm just trying not to fight 20 werewolves plus werewolf giant.
Throck, when he tries to pull, Throck actually just jumps. Just.
Are you jumping all the way over the tree?
I'm gonna jump as far as I can, just because I'm trying to sell this goal.
Okay, you jump over the tree, land on the other side of it inside the clearing, and roll for initiative.
Can I stay hung on him while he's there attached to it?
I'm not trying to let go. So.
Yeah.
I guess roll a dex save to see if you get pulled down to the ground when he lands.
Hopefully I land cool enough that it looks like I did the jump. Dex save?
Yeah.
Non-natural 20.
Okay, so you're all right. It does in fact look like you did the jump. But nonetheless, everyone roll initiative.
Oh.
I don't know where
Really?
you guys got the idea that werewolves take prisoners.
Here's my food.
Yeah, all those werewolves that tried to capture you on the way up here with a tip-off, right? All right. Darrow, what's your initiative?
17.
Roll a straight d20, please.
13.
Okay, you're 17B.
Lame.
Throck,
8.
Raylan,
7.
Oven,
14.
And before they actually come at us or whatever, I'm gonna give them a good growl, stay away from my food.
Okay. We're going to do this theater of the mind. I don't have it set up. So, yeah, like I said, there's about 20 of them. And the first one to react, waking up from sleep, but he was kind of already waking up before you guys got to the clearing, is the hill giant, who is going to immediately leap to his feet and on his way to you transition to hybrid werewolf form.
The heck is hybrid werewolf?
You know, like
That's
halfway
cool.
giant wolf, werewolf form. So he is going to make it just basically exactly to you, Throck, and attack. And whiff both times.
Okay.
Now all the other werewolves are going to come for you.
Oh dear God.
Oh boy.
And how many
Every
is that?
single one of them. However, they're not all changing form.
Can they all fit?
Like adjacent to Throck at the same time? No. But you can get about 5 of them. So 3 of those who actually reach you are werewolves, and the other 2 remain in human form and come at you with spears.
Okay.
Okay.
Spears.
So the first guy gets 2 spear attacks, both of which hit. It's 21 and 18. 18 hits, right?
No, yeah.
Okay. So that's 5 each. And then the next 2 miss. That's also from a human form werewolf. And then 3 more in werewolf form. The first one bites and misses, and then claws at you and hits for 7 slashing. The second one bites and misses, and then claws at you and hits for 7 more slashing. And the third one, oddly enough, exact same thing, 7 slashing. The rest of these werewolves, the other 15 of them, are still trying to get to you guys. Actually, correction, they're all trying to get to Throck.
Yeah, this is just my life.
Okay. Daro, your turn.
I'm gonna howl.
Okay. It is drowned out.
Well, mainly for those guys in case they aren't aware that we're in fighting mode. And then I'm going to just... Oh, actually, I'm going to use that bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on Throck. The Throck, your AC is +2.
Ow. Okay.
I feel like you're going to need it.
Thanks. You're probably right.
Hey, every bit counts.
Yeah.
That is
And
true.
then my action will be just so theater of the mind. Is one of the werewolves closer to me than the humans, or?
Yes, the
Humanoids?
werewolves are. If you could picture, if my DM screen is kind of the log. Here's Throck. I don't know how much this is visible. Here's Throck and here's you, basically. So the 2 humans are on this side of Throck, and then the 3 werewolf form ones are on your side of Throck.
All right. I am. Drop my dice. I guess I'm going to use a different one. I'm going to just shoot. So many options right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and slash at the closest werewolf
Okay.
with flank. Oh, it's not that great. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Actually, it's fine. 22.
Excuse me. Hit.
And just for extra measure, I'm gonna throw in my divine smite
Okay.
on this fella. Ooh, that's a pretty good roll. $34.
Okay, you kill him.
Oh, dope.
Nice.
All
I just
right.
give our little Urman friend a shield and then stab this dude clean through.
Ooh.
Okay. Oven, you're
That's
up.
my turn.
All right. So Oven is as my. Can I do my bonus action before I do my regular action?
Yeah, you can choose what order you do your things in.
Fantastic. So I am going to pop out of Rave form into Oven form. And I'm going to turn Throck into a T-Rex.
Nice.
Oh, there we go.
And the stats are in the player channel on Discord.
All right. I'm imagining that the Shield of Faith still stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Every little bit helps with that 13 armor class.
Yeah, but a whole
I
lot
know.
of extra
I
hit
know.
points.
Yeah. Yeah, don't misinterpret it as a complaint. That's not a complaint.
Okay. Good.
All right. So that's Oven, and it is now Throck's turn.
Well, this is gonna be fun. So first things first, that little bitty human that hit me with a spear is gonna be lunch. Maybe. We'll see. Probably. This is so the bite first. 25 to hit.
Hit.
Okay. This is unreasonable. No. No, wait. Okay. Let me just let me get that. Oh, it is his lucky day. That is one of the worst bites you can get. 17 points of piercing damage.
He's dead. You have bitten him in half.
That was just a really light bite too.
That's awesome.
Does eating him get you any health back?
No, but you're less hungry.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you didn't get bacon, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll take this instead. And then make a tail attack at, who knows, whatever. One of them others. Another probably human. 17 to hit.
17. Roll a d6 for me.
6.
You hit 6 of them.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
Roll damage.
Okay. Yeah. Get the right one. Okay, man, just the lowest rolls. This was 13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. You kill 2 of them.
Okay. Yeah, just some. It's not really into it yet.
Killed 3 people.
I mean, yeah, you just killed like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Just getting used to getting back into that T-Rex body. It's been a while.
I do find it interesting that you always choose to turn the guy who's already a tank into a tank.
Well, I figure if the tank has extra hit points, it's harder to take him down.
Raylan, your turn. You're
Yeah.
currently a shadow in a shadow.
I know. I almost kind of want to. I'm almost thinking I should stay in the shadow, just to wait until the numbers get down a little bit.
You absolute coward.
I mean, we still got to deal with what's ever inside the cave. You know? So,
Lounging.
Is that your final answer?
I'm gonna. Was it hold an action?
Ready in action?
Yeah, ready in action.
To do
So
what?
if something's about to hit Darrow, I'm gonna attack.
Okay, with what? With a melee attack?
No, with a spell.
Okay, you have to decide the spell and spin the spell slot now. Or if it's a cantrip, just decide the cantrip, not spend a spell slot.
Yeah, we're just gonna do a good old chaos bolt.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, yeah, you spending the spell slot now basically represents you like gathering the spell energy, getting it ready, and just not releasing it yet.
Okay.
But I assume you have popped out of, you've popped out of shadow form to do this. Because you can't cast spells in umbral form, can you?
No, I can't. But it doesn't say about readying a spell.
Yeah, I will rule that you do have to come out of umbral form to ready a spell, because if you have to spend the spell slot now, that means that you're beginning the casting now, so you have to be out of umbral form.
What if it was a cantrip?
Same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah. But I mean, you're well enough hidden that you'll remain hidden even if you stop being a shadow for now.
All right. We'll go with that then.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So the hill giant werewolf will now go for Throck again.
Yep.
Okay. So it's going to be 21
That hits.
and a crit.
That I probably hit.
Yeah, it hits. But it would be 29 total. So you're going to get bitten. Your werewolf form is going to get bitten for... I mean, your T-Rex form is going to get bitten for 17 piercing. And because you are a T-Rex, you do not have to make a con save. And then
You're welcome.
Yeah, the claws are going to hit you for plus 21 slashing. And that is his whole turn. So this guy is almost as tall as you are. Everyone else you're, clearly sending flying with swipes of your tail like Sauron at the beginning of Lord of the Rings, just sweeping aside. Like, that's you right now, but not this guy. He's too big.
Nice.
He's standing toe to toe. So that's his turn. Now the other werewolves are going to mob you. At this point, they have not yet noticed that Darrow isn't really acting like one of them. So they're going to continue trying to mob the T-Rex. First one whiffs with both attacks. Wait, no. What's the T-Rex's AC?
15.
Okay, yes. He whiffs with both attacks.
Thanks to the Shield of Fate.
The second one hits once. So that's going to be 7 slashing. Third one hits twice, so 6 piercing and 7 slashing. Fourth one hits once for 7 slashing. Fifth one, that was cocked. Fifth one misses twice.
Wow.
So that's the werewolf's turn. Oven, you're up. I mean, Darrow, you're up.
Am I? You know what? I'm gonna work my way to the giant, and I'm gonna just take on 2 more of the people. So I'm gonna attack one with my sword.
Okay.
That's not that great. It's flanked, right?
Yeah.
With the flank, it's 18.
Okay, you got him.
All right, and that's just 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yep.
Okay, so you did not notice this on your first attack, having just drawn the sword.
Yeah.
But now that it's been a second, when you stab this werewolf with your rapier, you see that the starlight is glinting off the blade differently than it has in the past. And you look at the blade for a second and realize that it has been coated in silver. And when you stab this werewolf in it, the amount of damage that you expected to do is increased by, you see kind of like the flesh around the stab wound burning, and the thing drops dead.
Nice. And then with my offhand, I'm going to turn to another guy.
Okay.
With my dagger. Ooh, that's a good roll. Somewhere in the late 20s. Like 20... 27.
Yeah, it's a damage?
Yeah. I can't see. There's not a light. Can't use my blue dice. 4.
Okay. So you hurt this one. And now it is Oven.
Excellent. So, Theater of the Mind. I'm assuming you've got like, how many are dead now? 4?
5.
5 out of 20.
Darrow killed 2, Throck killed 3.
So 5 out of 20.
Yes.
Which means there's still like a huge wall of them.
Yeah, there are 15 werewolves. You guys have your back to the fallen tree trunk, so they're all in a sort of semicircle in front of you.
Great. I'm going to go ahead and do a tidal wave.
Okay, what's the length? That's 30 feet, right?
Yeah,
and
so
5 feet
it could
wide?
be 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to
So
make dex saves. We'll say that can actually hit 10 of them because they're really bunched together right now.
Cool.
Nice.
Let's see. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pass. What's the save? It's 14?
13.
13. Okay. So those are passes. pass. I need to double check this one. Fail, fail, pass, pass, fail, and then pass, fail. So 6 passed, 4 failed.
Great. So those 4 are going to take 22 bludgeoning, and they're going to be knocked prone.
Okay.
And the ones that passed are going to take 11 bludgeoning.
Okay, the 4 are dead.
Great.
And the others are not.
Good job.
You guys have now killed 9. Raylan. I mean, Thruck.
Well, you got my attention, giant. So, terrible. 17.
Hit.
Okay. That's a little better. 2, 4. Oh, is that 41? Did I just do that? Yeah, 41. 41 piercing. Little bite on his shoulder. There.
All right, that's the first hit he's taken.
Maybe you infected him.
Right? Yeah, we don't want to change him into a T-Rex so probably. And then just swing the tail around with a ridiculous 28.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay.
Are you aiming for the giant one?
No, so the bite was on the giant.
And the tail's for the crowd?
Is it just one of the... Yeah, this swing.
Okay, so roll a d6.
Swing. 1.
Okay, you get 1. Roll damage.
Okay. 13, 20.
He's dead.
Okay.
You guys have killed 10 of them.
Nice.
All right, so that was Throck. Now it's Raylan. Nobody has attacked Daro, so you may now choose to release that spell at someone or let it go and count the spell slot wasted.
Will I still be able to do something else on my turn, or is it just...
You will, because you spent your action doing it. I don't know how the rules are, but my ruling is because you spent the action the last turn to cast this spell, that you will still have an action left this turn.
Okay. All right, I just use my Chaos Ball on the nearest enemy towards Daro.
Roll the attack.
All right. I already pre-rolled, so I got 21.
That's a hit. You're going to hit the same one Daro stabbed.
And it's going to be 22 lightning damage.
He's gone.
Nice.
Okay. And then I guess I just do another Chaos Bolt.
Real quick, I'm gonna use my reaction.
Okay. You're going to heal
To-
Dino Throck?
I am going to heal Dino Throck, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to heal Dino Throck for... Where are you? 7.
Cool. Okay, Raylan, now it's your actual turn.
Yeah, I'm going to use Chaos Ball again on the nearest enemy.
Okay.
Got a 16.
Let me double check. I think that's a hit. Yeah.
All right, this time it's going to be Thunder.
Okay.
And it's going to be Way on D&D Beyond to roll these dice. They go like slow motion. It's kind of annoying.
Dramatic.
Yeah. 18 damage of thunder.
He's dead.
Yeah.
All right. So now the giant werewolf is going after Dinothrok again.
Sure.
You guys have killed 12 of 20 human ones. So this guy is going to bite and miss, and then slash for a crit again. That's the second crit from this guy. So it's going to be 18 plus 4. 22. No. Yeah, 22.
Okay.
That's slashing. So now you're going to get attacked by 5 more regular werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1 bite that's going to hit for 6 piercing. That werewolf's claws miss. The next will actually be a human one with a spear. And that's going to be a hit and a miss. So 5 piercing. I'm sorry, 6 piercing. And then the next one will also be human. Hit, miss, so 6 piercing. The next one will be werewolf. Miss, miss. And the last one is also in werewolf form. 1 hit for 7 slashing.
Still up.
Yep. Daro, your turn.
I'm going to slash at 2 more. The sword is like 20, actually the exact same one, same number as last time, so 27 or something.
Hit.
And 9 damage.
Okay, this is one of the ones that survived the tidal wave, so this takes out the rest of its health. You have killed it.
Great. And then the dagger is 19 to hit.
Hit.
Yeah. Ooh, and 5 damage.
Again, same story, because it was already a little hurt. You have killed this one.
Ha.
14 of 20 are gone. Well, not gone.
I'm at 5 now, Rock.
They're in a heap at your feet. All right. Oven.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Blight on the... Wait, can I do that? No, I can't. Yeah, probably not. Because I am probably further than 30 feet away.
No, you're within 30 feet. You're up a tree, probably about... it's iffy, but we'll say you can do it.
Great. Yeah, gonna go ahead and cast Blight.
Okay. What is that, a dex save or con save?
It's a con save of 13.
Fail. Nope. Pass. Sorry.
Then half of 39.
Okay.
Damn. Wow.
Okay. So you point your finger at him and shoot this black energy that cuts into him. And what the rest of you see from a little closer than Oven is that like his body starts to turn black, spreading out from where the thing hit. And he's visibly weaker afterwards, as though like the difference between him a second ago and now is like he spent 6 weeks in bed sick. So he is pretty hurt by that. And now it is the dinosaur's turn.
Rawr.
Well, it's a 25 to hit, but it was really low on damage again. 16 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Yeah, of course that's on the giant guy. And we're gonna just swing wide with the tail. Oh, that's really bad. It's a 13 to hit.
Wait, what?
Is that with the
Oh yeah.
Oh. Ew.
Yeah, rolled a 3.
Oy.
Okay. Yeah, you hit. Wait, let me double check. Yeah, you hit with 13, but because it's just barely a hit, roll a d4 to see how many.
Sure. 4.
Okay. What's the damage?
A lot. 23 bludgeoning damage.
You kill 2 of them.
Okay.
All right. Raylan, your turn.
Okay, just gonna do another Chaos Bolt.
All right.
And does a 15 hit?
Yes.
All right. Sorry, the dice are rolling dramatically right now. I wish you guys could see this. It's kind of funny. They like roll on the character sheet itself.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was using it before.
And
Waiting on damage.
so it's gonna be it's gonna be 17 damage.
Okay.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna choose force.
You have killed one.
Okay.
There are now only 3 regular-sized werewolves remaining.
Bring him down.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. The giant one is going again after Throck.
Mm-hmm.
With a bite for a miss and a claws for another miss. No, wait, that's a 17.
Oh yeah, that is.
13 slashing.
Oh boy. Okay. Yep. Okay.
The remaining 3 of the regular-sized werewolves are all going to disengage and run into the cave.
So
Can we
opportunity.
opportunity?
No,
Nope.
because they disengaged.
Oh, they use the disengage. Okay.
Oh, with a disengage.
Yeah. Daro, you're up.
Well, I guess all that's left is Mr. Giant here. Blue dice is my sword, red dice is my dagger. Both of them are going after this guy. Yeah. Ew, gross. 14 for the sword and 19 for the dagger.
Dagger hits.
Yay. 3 damage. That is all.
Okay. Avin.
Question. Are they going to get to that cave before I can get to my turn?
No. They are just outside it at the end of their turn. So you can do stuff to them if you want.
Absolutely.
That's
Nice.
Spirit.
Gonna do another tidal wave.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excuse me. They all pass.
Then they are all going to take half of 18.
They are all dead.
That's right.
You guys have killed 20 werewolves. But one is still up, and he's big. Throck, your turn.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to say that.
Oh, Oven, you have a reaction available.
And I will absolutely use it. Throck, you are going to get... Because I could never remember. You are going to get 11.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so it's a 29 to hit.
Hit.
Okay, and that would be 25 piercing damage with that bite.
Okay.
And nobody around for the tail, so...
All right. You're not going to try and hit him with it?
I mean, if you'll let me, I will, but...
Spinning in place doesn't cost movement, so go ahead.
Yeah, all right. Gonna just try that then. Oh, yeah, that's 25 to hit.
Hit.
And that is 16, 23 bludgeoning with the tail.
Okay. Raylan.
All right, just I really want to try to save the big stuff for later because I feel like I'm gonna need it. But just regular chaos bolt this time.
Okay.
Let me magical dice.
What was the cousin's name? Did we learn it?
Grok, something like that.
Gertrude.
All right, so does it's gonna be a 17 to hit
Hit.
and roll. It's gonna be 18 damage. Fire.
Okay. So this chaos bolt comes from Raylan's position and strikes the gigantic werewolf. He ignites into flames, howling and screaming, falls to the ground, and burns to death.
Nice.
You guys are... Darrow and Throck, Dino Throck, are now standing in a circle of dead bodies. All of them have transformed back into humans except the giant, which has transformed back into a giant and is still on fire. And smells awful because, like, the fat has caught fire now. And it's, yeah. It's burning like tallow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it bad that this is starting to smell good to me?
No. I mean, yeah, but... Oven, are you still concentrating on that dinosaur?
Sure am, and I'm gonna yell at the dinosaur to come get me.
He can't understand any languages. He's now got the mind of a beast.
Probably gonna be just eaten.
Fine, I guess I'm just gonna crawl down the tree.
There's some French fries.
Potato.
All right, so you guys are since he doesn't understand you, are you still concentrating on the spell?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you guys are all standing there with a dinosaur and a shadow werewolf and Darrow, who still looks like a regular werewolf. And all that remains in this clearing other than dead bodies is the cave entrance. Also, it's really cold.
All right, cave entrance we go.
Did they have
You don't
any
want to like spend the rest of the night here?
loot? No, not really.
The only loot they really had are several spears and the animal furs they were wearing. But even the ones that were in human shape were largely feral, it seems.
We'll definitely take the furs. But also, I am pretty sure we want to spend the night in a hut
There are no huts here.
made of blood and guts.
Yeah, you can do that. For the record, the T-Rex will not fit through the cave mouth.
Right. Well, but if we're spending the night, then I can
He
drop
won't
the
be
concentration.
Yeah.
No.
All
so
right,
are
but
you
I'm
guys-
staying in this form.
That's fine. But I really suggest that we spend the night because I'm going to need those higher level spell slots again.
I mean, but we don't have
It
much
does
time,
reduce
though.
our time, yeah.
We don't have much time. That's the problem. The time limit.
The time limit is a full day from now.
Okay, if you want to wait. What do you think, Darrow?
I mean, I mentioned just go in. I feel like we just killed all the werewolves.
You didn't see the ones running for the mouth of the cave?
The dead ones over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're dead.
Yeah.
Right, but why do you think they were running towards the cave?
To hide, they're animals.
Owen just blinks at you.
I mean, he's not wrong. That could be the situation.
I mean, that's my vote, but clearly my last plan didn't work out with my hostage rock.
If Darrow wants to keep going, I'm with Darrow.
And teenage boy brain here thinks that just smashing into everything is smart.
What do you think, Throck?
Rawr.
Throck, you are no longer a dinosaur.
Oh.
Throck.
Yeah, what? No.
As soon as you cease being a dinosaur, standing between this pile of dead bodies and the cave entrance, all your gear and accoutrement pop back into existence, having been merged into your body when you were a dinosaur. The hammer, which is still on your back, and the gauntlets, which you wear on your wrists, begin to vibrate.
Okay.
At which point, Oven just kind of looks at everyone and is like, see?
We're going to take a break. We'll come back next week. You guys can argue between now and then about whether the hut is a thing or not.
We're going to argue, all right.
Certainly we will.
I'm going to go get those bags.
Just like a real team.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that's it for this week. Thank you to my players. Thank you to my viewers. We will see you all in 7 days.
That was a good battle.
Night.
Well wolfed, everyone. Adios.
He's been waiting all week to say that.
How was I? Thank you, Rod.
Yay!
Thanks for coming
Rod,
by
yeah.
again. And thank you to everyone.